So I just dropped Elia off. It's a beautiful, drizzly, foggy day. And I know those things don't sound right to some of you. Probably those of you who don't really enjoy the rain and the cold. And I can get that. I'm with you. I don't like being cold and I don't like being wet. But I do really enjoy kind of a misty, halfway rainy, kind of drizzly day. Something about it just actually really makes me a little bit happy. It feels, I don't know, mysterious. It feels like we're out on a moor somewhere and there could be creatures out, and I don't know. It just has this feel of mystery and fantasy to me. And so it feels really it really appeals to me somehow. But welcome to today. And I hope everyone's doing great. I'm doing fairly well. I have a cup of coffee. And I'm just on the way to work, doing the morning commute. There's not a lot going on. I had a little bit of an annoyance last night. And I guess I just kind of want to address that a little bit. And it has to do with some students. And this this most recent incident is, based on one student. And I'm not saying that all of them are bad, but I have noticed certain disconnects with, kind of respect and, being, I don't know how to explain it. There's a word and it's not coming to me. But, so for example, I get texts from students often, way more than I should when I'm at home, thank you very much. Because they've not checked to be sure that they have all the equipment that they need for the shoot that they're gonna do, and they haven't double checked to be sure all of it is working. Which, if you're doing a shoot, no matter where you're getting your equipment, whether you're going to the most prestigious and expensive and wonderful equipment rental company on the planet, which I don't know which one that one is, but if you're there, tell me. But if you're going there and you know that they test the equipment before it goes out and when it comes back in, or if you're just coming to your student checkout booth like we have, no matter where you're going to get your equipment, before you leave that place, you should be checking that equipment, not just to be sure it's all there, but to be sure it all works. I had a student send me a text missing a piece of equipment. They did not check their equipment before they left my office. I forgot to give them a piece. Yes, that is true. But the onus is on them because they didn't check to be sure they had the piece. And if you're doing your pre-production, part of your pre-production should be to make sure you have all your damn equipment. So the student texts me, I immediately text them back within the same minute. And even though I text them back immediately because I am nice and I am helpful, even though sometimes I have a bit more of a gruff demeanor, I don't hear anything back. And I'm sitting there thinking at my house, wow, this student is probably going to struggle now and not have as good of a product when they should have a good product so they can get a good grade. And me being the kind person that I am, I'm like, okay, I know where they're shooting. I know the thing that they need. And I have keys to my office. There's not really much holding me back other than getting dressed, driving, using my own fuel, and spending time out of my day that I could be spending with my family to go and get them this piece of equipment. And so I do it. Get the equipment. I go down to where they're shooting. I quietly go in because I don't want to disturb. They solved the problem. They just gaff taped it. And that's fine. Just gaff taping, fine. That's great. But when you ask for help, and this is the disconnect I'm talking about, when you ask for that help, why are you not responding saying, hey, I fixed it? I still didn't hear back from that student for almost an hour after their initial text message to me. And it wasn't just text message. They called and then they texted me. So if it's that big of an emergency that you're going to disturb my day at home when I'm not getting paid for it, you're going to come and disturb me, or call and text and disturb me, and because it's that big of an emergency, and then it turns out it's not, there is nothing that's going to make me more irate at you. You've disrupted my home life because you had a little tiny itty bitty problem that's your fault, and you're disturbing my day at home, and that's the disconnect. How is that okay to you in your brain, students, people that are under 30 years old? How is that, or well, actually anyone, how is that okay? Your emergency, my emergency does not make. And if you want me to make it my emergency, maybe you should actually make it your damn emergency. And respond to my text message when I was kind enough to respond to yours in the same minute that you sent it to me. And I know that sounds really ranty, and it is, but that's kind of the problem right now, is that we have people that don't think about others. We have people that think, oh, well, you know, I have this problem, I'll see if somebody can help me fix it, and then they don't follow through. There's no follow through. Where's your follow through? You know, I don't know. I think I'm just getting really ranty here because I'm kind of getting worked up about it again, because I felt very offended at the audacity of this student not responding to me. And if you're watching this, student, and you know who you are, I'm sorry to out you like that. You realize I'm not using your name, even anything, but let's start thinking of others more. Let's all work together, and let's all do our part properly. That way we don't have people getting upset because you've screwed over their day a little bit, even if it's minor. I mean, this is a really minor example, not a big deal. It's also not the first time with this student that I've tried to help them and it's kind of bit me in the ass. I don't know, that's it for today. Sorry to get all whiny at y'all. Yeah, hit subscribe button if you would, please. And we'll get some more videos, some more content coming. And I hope everyone has a lovely day.